The things you see in this video may result in an addiction. Hi, gorgeous people. Welcome to the Noble Strength channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone who may have tuned in. If you're new to my channel and you like things about fashion, thrifting, devotions, being encouraged, this is the channel for you. So just go ahead and click the like and subscribe and the notification bell so you can know when I upload more videos. But welcome to my channel. Well, today, guys, as I warned you, this can be addicting, and so I'm just letting you guys know right now I have this new thing that I'm into now, this new hobby. I'm gonna call it addiction, whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys, but yeah, so I'm late to this whole Pandora thing. I'm not one to jump on bandwagons, so I know Pandora's been around for a while, but it never really grabbed me, you know? And so I'm gonna give you a little backstory before I actually show you the Pandora bracelet, travel bracelet, which I know that's why you clicked on this channel, just so you could see. But anyway, let me just give you a backstory. So I've never been into Pandora. This is all something new to me. I know people who, you know, have Pandora bracelets, friends of mine, but I just never really got into it. But I was watching this YouTuber who is a flight attendant, and she documents her life as a flight attendant. And in one of her videos, she was just talking about how one of her ways of documenting her travels is by, you know, through her Pandora bracelet. And I just thought, oh, that is so cool. That's like a really kind of novel idea. But it's not so novel, I'm finding out. It's been around for a while. I'm just new to it. It's really kind of pulled at my heartstrings. As a person who has the personality, who likes to travel, I like to curate things. I've always been one, you know, who took pictures and put them in photo albums and did the scrapbooking thing. I just like documenting my memories. It's just something about having something concrete to look back on of your memories, even though they're in your head. And I've always been one to journal my thoughts and just have that thing that you can always go back to. So this appealed to that side of me. And so that is kind of like what sparked this whole interest in the Pandora bracelet thing. So anyway, how did I get my first bracelet? Well, I won Teacher of the Year, and you get this bonus check, and I used that bonus money to go ahead and, you know, acquire my first bracelet. Now, I got the most basic bracelet. It's called the barrel clasp bracelet. It's like a snake bracelet, and it's silver. I got the silver one, but there are others that you can choose from. And so I just got that one in a 7.5, and I bought me 2 basic clips. So the bracelet was like $65. The 2 basic clips, I believe, were like $45. Mine mine were even $30 because I got the most basic. And then I got some charms. Now the charms that I got one from the actual Pandora store. I got a safety chain from the actual Pandora store, and like I said, I got the most basic of basic for all of those things. So I mean, that, you know, was just a few $100s, maybe a couple of $100s. So what's the basic starting point, and then I just built from there. Now, mind you, all of this has taken place within a 2-month period of time. So yes, I really got into it. Now, as far as my charms, a lot of them were retired, so I had to search places like Poshmark, Etsy, and eBay, and you do have to be careful on those sites because there are scammers, so you do have to know what you're looking for. And of course, before I just jump into something, this interest was sparked a while ago, and then I just started researching, and then I started acquiring. So I watched a lot of YouTubers, and there's this wonderful YouTuber, My Pandora Charmed Life, or My Charmed Life, I think it is. I'll leave her in the description box below, but she's very knowledgeable, and there are a few other people who've been doing this for a while. I watched their videos and kind of got a little more informed, because you want to be informed as a consumer. So I did that, and like I say, I got my first one using that bonus check from the Jared's Jeweler store. So I went to Jared's, which is a licensed jeweler. They're licensed to sell Pandora in their store, and I got the most basic. But these are all the charms that I have, and I'll show you each one excuse me, in detail later, but that is like the basic. And then that my second bracelet I got because my husband reached a milestone on his job, 30 years on the job. And so every time you reach a milestone, you get a gift, and they give you a catalog and you get to choose. Well, my husband did not want, anything in the catalog, and he was just like, you go ahead and pick you something. So I chose the Pandora bracelet in this mahogany lacquered box. So it comes with this beautiful mahogany lacquered box, and you get the basic snake bracelet with the 2 basic clips and a heart charm. So this is what I got with that gift. So that was how I got my second one. Now, this one I have not built on. I plan on making this my favorite things bracelet. So I will probably be doing some more Pandora videos in the future as I collect. But let's go back to this travel bracelet and talk about that. I'm going to tell you what each one represents to me and share that with you. So if you're interested and you'd like that kind of thing, just stay tuned. Keep watching. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what the bracelet looks like on. As you can see, this is a barrel clasp bracelet. These are the safety clips that go on the bracelet, and this is just the one with the basic hearts on it. And I'll just kind of slowly turn it around for you so you can see. So I do have a few dangle charms. I have a clip and then some Murano charms. But this is kind of what it looks like on. I'm going to take it off and share with you about each little piece. All right, so I'm going to start on this end. So we have the Pandora barrel clasp, as you can see, that says Pandora. And then we have the safety clip with the hearts, which is a cute little detailing. And then we're going to go down. The first one is the Around the World with the CZs. So CZs are cubic zirconia, but it just adds a little sparkle, so they're inside the heart. And it says Around the World in the open works. So that's the little globe piece. And I like to have just a little bit of space so you can see where it's stamped with the S925L on it. Now the next one is the highlights charm. This is the dangle charm. Let me see if I can see there. It has the trolley car, it has the Golden Gate Bridge, and then it just has the little stamping of, there we go. You can see it, of San Francisco. So this represents my first trip to San Francisco. Now that was an amazing trip. I was 9 years old. My mom sent me on a plane by myself to go visit my Aunt Laura, her sister in San Francisco. And if you can see, it has a little heart stamping on that side. That's Pandora does that on this particular style dangle bracelet. But San Francisco was amazing. It has the crookedest street. I can't remember the name of that street, but I do remember going to see that and going to the Golden Gate Bridge and seeing Alcatraz, and just the weather there was phenomenal. And me being 9 years old, I had my 10th birthday there because I stayed the entire summer, and it was just so fabulous. That was an awesome trip. My mom said I came back a whole different person because of the experience. And I had my first tennis lessons when I was there. But I'll insert some pictures of that trip. I don't have any pictures of me in any recognizable places because I was mostly staying at my aunt's house. She was a director at a retirement home, and so I spent a lot of time with the retirees there, just keeping them company. It was really nice. Mrs. Brown, I hung out in her apartment and kept her company. God rest her soul. But anyway, so that was a good trip. This one represents Murano. This is a glass bead, a Murano glass bead by Pandora. So it's stamped on that side, and then it's stamped on this side with the 925. But Murano was a place that I visited when we took our tour of Italy, and we went to Rome, Florence. We went to Rome, Florence, and Venice. And off of Venice, there's some little islands, Murano, which is known for their glassworks, which is why I have that. And then Burano with a B, they're known for their lace. So really nice little islands. I'll insert pictures of that. But that was a fabulous trip. That was my favorite trip of all time. It was like a divine trip. God ordained me to go on that trip and spend time with me on it. It was like a Heavenly Father and daughter trip. It was just fabulous. I went with my friend Marie, but the whole experience was just truly surreal. I even wrote a story about it, a short story about it. Love that. So the next one is the New York highlights piece. So anyway, this is the New York highlights charm. You have the, as you can see, the Statue of Liberty, the apple with the heart, and then the little yellow taxi. This is enamel, colored with enamel, and then of course you have the stamping of the heart on that side, and it also has the stamping of the 925. But anyway, my first time being in New York City, guys, was when I was, I believe, 12 years old. My mom let me go on a school trip to New York when I was in middle school, and just had the most fabulous time. I was with my best friend Renee. We got to hit all the major sites, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. We got to climb up inside, look out. And I wish I had pictures, guys. I have pictures of us on the bus, but back then I was just taking in the experience and not really snapping a lot of photos. So I have pictures of us on the bus and in the hotel room, but that's basically it. But I've been to New York a few other times. I took my students on a trip to New York. I'll insert some clips of us in a group shot there. We had a blast. It was nice being able to share that experience with them because a lot of them had never gone outside of Augusta. So that was cool. And we visited a lot of the major sites and just had a blast. So that's representative of that. And I also went for a family reunion. All my times visiting, we caught a play, we ate at good restaurants. I saw Chicago in New York. I saw the Memphis Broadway play in New York. Just wonderful times all around with New York. If you haven't been, you gotta go. All right, the next one is this beautiful cruise ship. Look at the detailing of that anchor on that cruise ship. And then we have the stamping. Now this one is very meaningful because this represents my honeymoon trip to the Bahamas. We took a cruise, my husband and I think it was like a 4-day cruise, and it was really nice. Look at the detailing. You got the little umbrella with the pool on that and all the different decks. So very, very nice, but that represents our trip to the Bahamas. So to find this charm stamped with the Bahamas was just meant to be, guys, meant to be, because not all of them are engraved and stamped like that. So that is so cool. I'll insert some clips of us on the cruise, but yeah, that was representing that. And actually today is our anniversary, guys, 23 years, and that's the honeymoon charm. Now this charm right here is not a Pandora charm. And I knew that when I bought it. The seller disclosed that information, but it does look similar to their Colosseum charm. It's just not stamped with Rome at the top. And I do plan on replacing this with the authentic one, but this is silver, but it's just not a Pandora charm. But that represents the trip to Rome, that whole Italy trip, which was the trip of a lifetime. And just being there in that place was fabulous. I went with my good friend Marie, and like I said, I just felt like God was with us on that trip. It was so beautiful, and I just enjoyed the experience. I'll put some clips in there, but it was just one of those trips that you just will never forget. And like I said, I had to write a story about it. The next one represents my first time in New Orleans. Oh, another fabulous trip. Once again, that was a girls trip with my friend Marie. She's a really good friend. And so much history there, so much fun we had. Good food, the entertainment was great, the jazz, the blues, I mean, fabulous. And this is an open works piece, and it has the CZs, which I really love, and that's just fabulous. And so that was an awesome experience, guys. That was the first time I did karaoke there too. I'll put a clip of that in. First time doing karaoke, that was fabulous. All right, next one represents London, and you have that nice detailing on top with the British flag, the double-decker bus. This represents the Europe trip I took with the French teacher and some students from the high school that I used to teach at. We kind of facilitated a trip to France and London, and so they could learn about, you know, because it was French students and art students, so to learn about art and to be in the French speaking community. But like I said, this was the London is where we flew in, so of course we spent a few days there before going to Paris, so we got to experience that whole English history part. That was wonderful. Here's Big Ben. Now this is an actual piece, unlike the Colosseum piece. So when it's an authentic piece, you will see the stamping of the city on the side with the heart, and they do put hearts on the detailing, so where the clock would be is a heart. And yeah, so that represents London. That whole experience was great because a lot of those children had, like I said, never left the city of Augusta, so that was really fabulous. And then of course another clip, basic clip, another Murano charm, representing that whole Italy trip. And then here's the Paris. You have the Eiffel Tower with the little gold heart there, and then the feet of this also has hearts, guys. There you go. But I love it. And then on this side you have the stamping of Paris, and I don't know if I can turn go, and it has Paris at the top. There you can see. But yeah, great trip, wonderful food, surreal experience seeing all of the beautiful artwork in all of the places that we read about. And then the last piece is the luggage piece, and it has some nice little detailings in it. You've got the handle, you've got let's see if I can flip it, Denmark and the palm tree on one side. The lighting's getting better because the sun is out. And then you have the stamping, and then on the other side is the Paris and the Eiffel Tower. So yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna give you one more quick scan down the bracelet so you can see the around the world, the highlights of San Francisco, the Murano, the clip, New York highlights, the cruise Bahamas ship, the Colosseum, the Fleur de Lis of New Orleans, the double-decker bus of London, Big Ben of London, the clip, Murano, Paris, Eiffel Tower, and the luggage case. And I do, guys, plan on purchasing well, I actually have already purchased them. They're just on the way in the mail. The passport piece, a snowflake piece representing Colorado, a cow representing Wisconsin, a Texas piece of the hat, the cowboy hat for Texas, and I have the palm tree for Florida and California on the way. And I believe that's it, guys, for the places that I'm going to put on this bracelet, because I'm going to be running out of room. I have a little bit more room on the end here and on this side here, so I plan on putting those pieces in. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, the gondola for Venice, so I do have that on the way. So those are the pieces that I'm going to add, and then this one will be complete. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel to just hear me share my thoughts on starting my Pandora travel bracelet. If you're like I was, you weren't into Pandora, you didn't really get on that bandwagon, I completely understand. It may not have appealed to you, that certain part of you, but hopefully this video was a little enlightening to you. If you're like me and you like documenting your memories, this is really a great way to do it. You don't have to go in debt doing it. There are very smart ways and wise ways to shop for buying these things. One charm a month and just set aside that money to do that. That's if you're into this type of thing. You can shop on places like eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, those type places, but just be informed, ask a lot of questions, look at the seller's ratings and selling history, just so you can be a smart consumer. But I really like it, and like I said, I don't think I'm going to go into it like full time. I do want to fill up one more bracelet, and when I do, I will share that with you guys. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on documenting certain things. Do you document through photos, journaling? or in any other ways that maybe I didn't touch on in this video. I'd love to know. And also, I'd love to know, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for God, I'm thankful for my family, and I'm thankful for you guys. So I'd love to hear from you. And remember to be a good steward of all that God has given you, because he truly loves us so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.